Hello, this is Laura Rogers with the League of Women Voters of Portland, and you are watching the Video Voters Guide or listening to our podcast. We are here today to talk with candidates running in the November 5th, 2024 general election. We are grateful for the support of the Carol and Velma Salling Foundation, the League of Women Voters of Portland Education Fund, the WIST Foundation, and our media partner, Metro East Community Media. With me is Nguyen, Representative Nguyen of the Oregon House of Representatives, District 48, which covers the Powellhurst-Gilbert neighborhood of East Portland and parts of Damascus and Boring. Welcome, Representative Nguyen.
Yes. Hi, thank you for having me here.
You bet. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you were running for the office.
Yes, my name is Nguyen, and I'm the current state representative for House District 48, and I am seeking re-election for my second term. But most importantly, I am the eldest daughter of Vietnamese refugee parents and grew up working in my parents' small business, which taught me the value of hard work and community. My passion for education led me to serve on the David Douglas School Board, where I've worked closely with families and students to support their success. I'm running for re-election because I believe that every Oregonian deserves access to quality education, affordable housing, and safe communities. I want to continue advocating for solutions that improve opportunities for all of our residents.
What changes, if any, would you support in the state to address the issue of climate change? Please explain.
I support transitioning to a clean energy economy by investing in renewable energy sources, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and strengthening our infrastructure to withstand climate impacts. We also need to prioritize environmental justice, ensuring that communities disproportionately affected by pollution and climate change receive the resources that they need. Expanding clean and multi-module transportation options and improving energy efficiency in buildings are critical steps toward meeting Oregon's climate goals.
Do you support the elimination or modification of the Oregon kicker? Why or why not?
I do believe that we need to revisit the structure of the kicker to ensure it works for the long-term needs of Oregonians. Instead of automatic rebates during budget surpluses, I support exploring ways to redirect those funds toward essential services like education, housing, and infrastructure improvements. This would allow us to address persistent gaps in funding for programs that benefit everyone. In the recent massive kicker, working class Oregonians got a much smaller piece of the pie back from their taxes compared to the richest. People with the highest incomes pay more in income tax, which is what the communities I represent want. The kicker means that they also get back disproportionately more. I think that part of making sure that the wealthiest pay their fair share towards our schools, public health, and other essential services is figuring out how to level the playing field with the kicker. That doesn't mean taking the kicker away from working people, but making sure the people at the top pay their fair share.
You are listening to the Video Voters Guide interview and podcast of Nguyen, Representative Nguyen, who is running for Oregon House of Representatives, District 48. What role do you believe the state legislature should play in increasing the housing supply in Oregon?
The state legislature must take a leadership role by increasing funding for affordable housing development, which is expanding zoning reform to allow for more diverse housing options and providing incentives for developers to build affordable units. We also need to support programs that assist first-time homebuyers and renters and ensure that local jurisdiction have the resources they need to meet their housing goals.
Please comment on any actions you would consider to address the concerns related to the critical energy infrastructure hub on the Willamette River.
The critical energy infrastructure hub does pose a significant environmental risk, and we need to act swiftly to protect both the river and nearby communities. I would support a thorough assessment of the facility's vulnerabilities and work with stakeholders to implement stronger safety regulations. Additionally, we should invest in clean energy alternatives to reduce our reliance on fossil fuel storage in vulnerable areas like the Willamette.
Would you support or oppose the creation of an independent redistricting commission to redraw state and congressional election districts? Please explain your answer.
Yes, I support the creation of an independent redistricting commission because voters deserve fair representation free from partisan manipulation. An independent body can ensure that district lines are drawn based on population changes and community needs, not any political advantage. This would strengthen our democracy and restore faith in the fairness of our electoral process.
What approaches and priorities would you use to shape the next state budget?
Well, my top priority would be investing in critical services that directly impact people's lives, like affordable housing, education, healthcare, and public safety. I would also focus on ensuring that we build a budget with long-term stability, balancing immediate needs with prudent reserves to withstand economic fluctuations. By investing in prevention and efficiency, we can stretch our dollars further and create a stronger foundation for future growth for the state of Oregon.
What, if any, changes in the state's policies concerning addiction treatment and recovery would you support?
Yes, Oregon must do more to ensure comprehensive addiction treatment services are available to everyone who needs them. I support increasing funding for rehabilitation centers, expanding access to mental health services, and improving integration between housing, employment, and treatment programs. Additionally, we need to focus on long-term recovery support, ensuring that people have the resources to maintain sobriety and rebuild their lives. I also believe that there is also a lack of direction in how we grow and coordinate the ecosystem of addiction. We know we need places for people to get sober, but the organizations applying for grants are less likely to be providing that critical service over other services like peer support. Not that peer support is bad, it's just we need to be doing both. And I think we need to work on ways to grow our ecosystem of services so that the money we want to invest in fighting addiction can go where it will do the most good, and not just to whatever programs currently exist or what's most attractive to the nonprofits to run it. Another issue that ties into this is the workforce. We don't have enough skilled workers in Oregon to staff sobering and inpatient programs we need. So until we make doing this work a viable option for people, I'm worried we will continue to fall short of making investments where they're needed most.
Thank you, Nguyen, very much. This concludes our video voters guide and podcast interview of the League of Women Voters of Portland of Representative Nguyen, running for the office of Oregon House of Representatives, District 48. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Be sure to inform yourself about the candidates and exercise your right to vote. Thank you for your interest.